Today is Valentine's Day. I have 5 thoughts about Valentine's Day. Here they are. 1. I was curious about the origin of Valentine's Day because so many people accuse it of being a holiday that's made up by greeting card companies. I went on the internet to do some research because the law of the internet is that you can't put anything on there that's not true. So according to the internet, from February 13th to 15th, the Romans celebrated the feast of Lupercalia. The men sacrificed a goat and a dog, then whipped women with the hides of the animals they had just slain. Young women would actually line up for the men to hit them. They believed this would make them fertile. The brutal feat included a matchmaking lottery in which young men drew the names of women from a jar. The couple would then be coupled up for the duration of the festival or longer if the match was right. The ancient Romans may also be responsible for the name of our modern day of love. Emperor Claudius II executed 2 men, both named Valentine, on February 14th of different years in the 3rd century AD. The article goes on to say that apparently Chaucer and Shakespeare started making the holiday more romantic. People started making each other handmade cards, and eventually it came over to America, and now Valentine's Day is what it is. Can you technically say it's a holiday invented by greeting card companies? Maybe not. Is it a holiday exploited by greeting card companies? Oh yeah. Number 2, being single on Valentine's Day sucks. I spent many of Valentine's Day single, but one time in particular felt like just the singlest. That was my freshman year of college. I had been going through a really terrible breakup that I wasn't quite over. So Valentine's Day rolls around and I'm like, great, because I haven't been just like in this and thinking about it enough. Let me watch a bunch of people who are in love flaunt the fact that they're in love. What did I do? I went to Publix. And if you're not familiar with Publix, it's a super awesome grocery store, but their bakery, my wedding cake came from Publix. Part of that is because I'm just not a super sophisticated, classy person. Part of it is because Publix cake is the best. And I especially love Publix cookie cake. So on Valentine's Day, my freshman year of college, I went to Publix. I bought myself an entire cookie cake, brought it to the bakery so that they could put an entire layer of icing on it, and then ate it all by myself. It was good times. Which leads me to thought number 3, which is that you are not going to be single on every Valentine's Day. Yes, you are going to spend some of them single, and those are going to suck. They're just gonna suck. But I think one of the important things to remember is that like romantic love isn't the only important kind of love. If you're single, like take Valentine's Day to appreciate the other love that you have in your life. Good friends, good family, good pets. And celebrate that and realize that one of these Valentine's Days, you are going to be that asshole posting all of your stuff that you've gotten for Valentine's Day all over social media to rub in everyone's faces. And that's a great segue into number 4. If you aren't single on Valentine's Day, don't make it so blatant that you are a have instead of a have-not. I know that it's a time to be very excited because finally this holiday is for you. But just kind of dial it back and remember one of those Valentine's Days that you spent very, very single, and try not to throw your love in everyone's faces. And finally, number 5, it circles back around to Publix cookie cake because in my life, everything begins and ends with Publix cookie cake. After the luster of Valentine's Day had worn off, I told my husband, I just want one thing on Valentine's Day. I want a Publix cookie cake. I want it to be entirely covered in icing. And unlike my Valentine's Day when I was 18, I want to eat the entire thing to celebrate my love and not to wallow in my singleness. A few years ago, he got me this. And apparently the only reason it said darn is because Publix wouldn't write damn because they wouldn't let him put profanity on it. He wasn't done because last year, my Publix cookie cake looked like this. So in keeping up with the tradition, this is my cookie cake from this year. And it's not to be like, look how awesome my relationship is, but it's just to show that, 10 years ago, my Valentine's Day also had a cookie cake in it, but was very different. And now it's come full circle, and I think that's kind of cool. So there you have it. Those are my 5 thoughts on Valentine's Day. Let me know in the comments if you also have a best or worst Valentine's Day memory. And I will see you next time.